Hi guys, please hold on 2 minutes. Others are going to join. All right. I hope all of you able to hear me, right? Can you please confirm yes in the chat if you're able to hear me? Okay, perfect. Right. Can you please say yes if you are able to hear my voice and if you are able to see my screen, website screen? Okay, perfect. Okay, so when the session is going on, if you have any questions, you can just raise your hand. You can send a message in the chat if you have any questions or if you're facing any difficulties. Okay, and also I will give some time at the ending as well to ask the questions if you have anything. Okay, you can raise your hand and you can ask the questions. Okay, first priority is send a message in the chat. I will respond immediately and to answer your questions in the running only. And the second priority is raise your hand. Perfect. Let me stop and share my screen. Okay, so what is the course we are going to learn over here? It's like about data analysis course, right? So whatever the data analysis course we are going to learn it over here. Let me open the notepad. The course what we are going to understand is data analysis. So inside this data analysis course, we have decided to learn some SQL part, some Python part, and Power BI, and little bit of Azure Cloud. Okay. So what exactly data analyst? So whom we are calling as a data analyst? If you observe over here, when you have a business, let's for example, I'm running some ATM centers. Okay, so this is going to be a ICICI bank, this is going to be ICICI or Citibank. So when this ICICI bank having some ATM centers across the globe, ICICI ATM center in USA, this is in India over here, this is in India over here. So whatever these ATM centers located, in every ATM center you can see there are some. In India I have 2 ATM centers. In USA I have 3 ATM centers. So ideally what will happen when a customer or the account holder of this ICICI bank will goes to the particular ATM centers and is trying to withdraw the amount. The moment when they are going to withdraw the amount, immediately the transaction details are going to save in the backend database servers over here. So it might be saved. So in the India, the entire transactions data we are saving in a SQL server database. So that SQL server is going to be in my local. It's on the on premises. On premises means it's in local, or in USA they are going to save their data inside again SQL, but it is going to be in the cloud environment over here. It is going to be Microsoft Azure cloud environment. So this is how we can have a data transactions information will come and store inside the Azure cloud environment. Azure cloud environment. So this is again going to be SQL database. This is the business infrastructure information technology already we have set up in India, in USA. This is an ongoing business happening and we are capturing the transactions data, whatever is coming from this ATM centers. Correct? Right. So from this business daily, the customers are withdrawing the amounts and we are receiving the data over here. But the thing is, okay, but the thing is here, I want to understand as a CEO of this, as a business manager of this ICICI Bank ATM centers, what I want to understand due to a lot of management cost, we want to ramp down some ATM centers in specific locations. So how can you identify in which location, which ATM center you want to remove? Why? Because we need to identify whichever the ATM centers are less transactions. We don't want that ATM centers because unnecessarily you are paying rent, power bill, internet bill, and a watchman cost. A lot of amount you are spending for each ATM center that will make a loss to your bank. So how to identify, okay, how to identify what are the ATM centers? I want to design few reports over here. So what are the reports you want to design? The reports are identify the ATM centers with less transactions. So my instruction from my head office is at least 10 ATM centers with less transactions we need to remove. Find out the top 10. Identify the top 10 ATM centers with less transactions, at least 10 ATM centers. And one more instruction I have. Identify top 10 ATM centers with high transactions. That means there are so many customers in that particular location, then we need to increase the number of ATM centers because a lot of pressure on the same ATM centers. My customers or my account holders are standing in front of the ATM center. Okay, and also I want to see whichever the location ATM centers our ICICI customers, account holders using other bank ATM centers because in that location my ICICI bank is not available. That is the reason they are using other banks. So then bank to bank other transactions when they are doing, it's going to be chargeable. We want to identify which are the locations ICICI bank ATM centers are less, but my account holders are high. Why you need all this information? According to this information, I can able to do some kind of a decision making about the business. So how I can able to give you these insights? Nothing but a reports and dashboards. By looking on these reports and dashboards, I'm going to provide to my customer. Then my customer means like a account holder. Sorry, it's not the account holder. The CEO of the business manager. He can take the decisions over here. What are the ATM centers needs to remove? What are the ATM centers more needs to be increased? And in which locations our ICICI customers are more, we need to implement new ATM centers. These proposals they can send to higher management according to these reports and dashboards. Okay, so how this is going to be happen? This is going to be happening when you have a data in this SQL server on premises. You can able to connect from the Power BI. So there is a Power BI desktop software, Power BI desktop application. So by using this Power BI desktop, you can connect into this SQL server on-premises server, or when you have a data in your SQL database in the Microsoft Azure Cloud, then you can able to query the data. Then you can able to query the data by using either SQL or by using Python, or without writing any coding also you can able to, without any coding also you can able to query the data into Power BI desktop, then design the reports and dashboards over here. Then how you are going to share these reports and dashboards, that I am going to either share into a Power BI cloud online services, Power BI cloud online services, or it can be shared to Power BI report server over here. So I'm going to publishing of these reports either into a website or into a server. This is going to be Power BI online services, Power BI online services, and this is going to be Power BI report server. Correct? So what are the reports you are publishing here? If any time if you want to see these reports from a mobile, then you have to install the mobile app. Mobile app, right? So from the mobile app, whatever the reports you published in this Power BI online services or into a report server, you can able to view. From desktop, you no need of this app. Directly you can open the Google Chrome, open this report server URL, or open this Power BI website. What is that website? The website is www.app.powerbi.com over here. www.app.powerbi.com. So by using this one, we can able to do it over here. So this is how we are going to perform the entire process over here. Entire process. So in this course, I'm going to use the data source most of the time for practicing purpose SQL Server database only. And sometimes I'm going to use this Azure Cloud databases as well, and I'm going to use some files like Excel files. I'm going to use some websites as well, how to bring the data from the websites, how to bring the data from the Excel, CSV, text file, different kind of data sources. I'm going to take it and bring the data into Power BI desktop, designing of the reports and dashboards, then publishing over here. Perfect. So if you want to start this project to implement, what are all the things you needed? You need to install a SQL Server software first. So what are the softwares? What are the softwares needed to implement this Power BI project? Those are like one is about SQL Server is required. And when you are installing SQL Server, there should be one studio also. SQL Server Management Studio also should be there. After the SQL Server and SQL Server Management Studio, there is another one like Power BI. Sorry, you should have some data, right? Your business data should be there inside. In this project, I'm going to take care of the Adventure Works database. What is this Adventure Works database? This is a retail supermarket data. Retail supermarket data. Then after, I'm going to install the Power BI desktop. So SQL Server means this one, and SQL Management Studio is for managing of the SQL Server and connecting and querying the data. Database I'm going to add. Power BI desktop is nothing but this one. So initially you need the SQL Server and Power BI desktop and SQL Management Studio and one database to start and learning of the Power BI desktop. Later onwards, I will show you how to connect into the cloud services, and by creating some services inside the Microsoft Azure Cloud, then how to publish and how to get the license to this one, how to install the Power BI report server, how to install the mobile app to designing of the reports, and everything I'm going to discuss. So now, like first, your focus is how to install Power BI desktop and how to install the SQL Server over here. Okay, so let me first to start the installation of the SQL server. So when you are going to install the SQL Server software, SQL Server is contains different kind of versions and editions. So we can understand very clearly when I am starting the SQL Server classes. That time, uh, what are the different kind of versions and editions of the SQL Server available? Okay. As a part of this data analysis course, we are going to discuss about the SQL part as well. So I'm going to use the latest version 2022, and edition is like a evolutionary edition I'm going to use. There are different kind of versions and there are different kind of editions available. If you want to see like what are the different kind of versions and editions of the SQL Server, 2007, 2008, 2011, what are the different versions and editions of the SQL Server. See here, we have SQL Server 2000, 2005, 2008, 2008, R2, 2012, 2014, 2016, 17, 19. These are the different kind of versions, releases. Of course, this ChatGPT is only for 2021 only, right? So then after it has released 2022 as well. These are the different kind of editions. Okay, Express, Developer, Standard, Enterprise, Web, Working. So mostly we are going to use the evolutionary edition over here. Basically editions are like small features are missing in between each one. All right, so now how to download the SQL Server software 2022 evolution edition. Let me try to download SQL Server download 2022. Simply click on that one. So here I'm going to click on. So if you guys wants to do parallelly, better you can do parallelly, or else after this session you can watch this video and you can able to do it as well. So I'm going to click on this SQL Server Downloads Microsoft. So simply click on this one. So here you need to select SQL Server on premises. Click on download. Here you need to fill all the details. What is your first name, last name, and your mobile number and your company. Dummy data you can provide, and what is your size of your company, and all the details you can able to fill. Any details you can able to give it over here. Then simply click on download now. All right, so here you can able to see there is a executable download. Then click on the 64-bit edition. It's going to be download over here. So it has downloaded. Let me goes to the downloads folder. Then I can able to start the installation of the SQL Server over here. Okay, see here in the downloads folder I have SQL Server evolutionary edition to SSCI, this one. Simply you can able to double click on this one. How to install the SQL Server? Go to download folder, simply double click it over here. Then click on yes. So here you can see there is a basic custom download media. Okay, so I'm going to select a custom option because whatever the options you want, you can able to enable over here. Out of basic custom download media, you need to select the custom. Then simply click on install. So if this is the first time, it will take some time for you for downloading of software. Now after that download completes, it will open this window. Okay, under this window simply you can goes to the installation part. Okay, it will goes to the installation part over here. So under this you can see there is a new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to the existing installation. Simply click on this. Now you can click on next. So remove this option. Okay. Then click next. Okay. Done. No problem. Even this warning is coming, then click next. Then, if this is the first time you are installing, perform a new installation of SQL Server 2022. Click next. Click next and accept the terms and licenses. Click next. So just disable this option. Okay. Then click next. So by watching this video also you can able to do later as well slowly. Okay. Then here I am going to install only SQL Server part. So if you want to install only SQL Server part, here you can see there is a database engine services. So simply select this database engine service. Then click next over here. So if this is the first time you are installing SQL Server in your computer, select the default instance. Okay. If this is the first time you are installing, select default instance. Or already you have installed in your computer previously, this is the second time or third time, fourth time, select the named instance and provide some name over here. E-classes data analysis 2024. Okay. So I'm just giving, okay, you can't give more than this. E-classes data. This name is enough. I will explain you what exactly the instance. Instance means you are installing SQL Server. Whenever you are installing, you have to specify the installation name. That is called instance name. All right. Then click next. Please keep in mind this installation name, instance name, e-classes data. Okay, so here don't disturb anything, then click next. So here, this is the like a kind of authentication to your SQL server. When you are trying to connect to the SQL server, there are two methods we can use. That is a mixed mode SQL server authentication and Windows authentication. Windows authentication means whatever your current user, current system login password it will use. To use the current login password and user, simply click on add current user. And also for SQL authentication, the default username is SA. And what is the password? You can enter any password whichever you are keeping in your mind. Any password. So when you are selecting a SQL authentication, the username is SA, password is this one. When you are selecting a Windows authentication, by default your system username, login username, password it will take. Then click next. Then it is going to be installed. So SQL server is going to be installed. So meanwhile, once your SQL server is installed, you should have a SQL server management studio in your computer. All right, why we need SQL management studio in your computer? You have to install the SSMS, nothing but a SQL management studio, to connect into this SQL server, writing of the SQL queries and stored procedures or anything. If you want to interact with SQL server, you should have a SSMS as well. SSMS stands for SQL server management studio. So try to download the SSMS also meanwhile. SQL server management studio, download. In a single computer you can able to install multiple SQL servers. In one single computer you can have multiple SQL servers, multiple instances you can able to perform, but management studio is only one. For example, this is my computer. Inside you can install SQL server multiple times, but management studio is only one only. So through this management studio you can able to connect into the multiple servers over here. This is SQL server, this is another SQL server installation, and this is another SQL server, and this is SQL management studio. Okay, this is another SQL management studio. This is my local computer. So I'm going to download this SQL management studio. Simply click on download SQL management studio. So here simply you can scroll down, see download the SQL server management studio SSMS. Click on this download SQL server management studio SSMS 20.1. see, it is downloading that SQL management studio. Once the download is completed, then you can go to the downloads folder and then start the installation of the SQL Management Studio. SQL Management Studio installation is very, very easy. What you need to do is simply go to the downloads folder and simply double click on that one. That's all. Here you can see there is SSMS setup ENU. What you need to do is simply double click on that one. Then it will ask to install. Because already I have installed the SSMS in my local computer. So that is the reason I'm not going to install again this SSMS over here. Okay, see here already I have installed the SQL Server Management Studio, this one. Okay, so by using this studio only, I have installed the 19th version, but currently it is 20th version, no issues. I'm going to open this SQL Management Studio to connect into the SQL Server over here. Okay, so now simply close this one. Then simply you can go to SQL Server Management Studio. SQL Server installation is completed. Then you can close this window as well. Okay, now how to connecting from SQL Management Studio to SQL Server, whatever I have installed. First to open the SQL Management Studio. Okay, simply click on this one. Right. So whatever the SQL server you have installed, right? How to connect to that one? Simply you can goes to SQL server, browse for more. Okay, click on this database engine. I have installed SQL server in my computer these many number of times. Just now I installed with a name. What is the instance name I have given? E classes, not this E classes. Data. What is the name I have given? Hello E classes, data analysis. RTP. Yeah, I think this one only. E-class is data. Okay. Then simply select that one. See, there are two kind of authentication. Either SQL Server authentication or you can use the Windows authentication. SQL Server authentication means you can provide the username SA and password, whichever you have given. If you are selecting Windows authentication, you no need to worry about this one. Simply you can able to click connect. It is going to connect into your server. Perfect. So this is your SQL server. Do you have any database? I don't have any database. Then how can you get your data from your data source? I mean, do we have any sample database? Because it is bit difficult to create tables and inserting the data and all those things. I want to take one sample database from the cloud. So let's go over here, not from the cloud. I want to download one sample database. So what exactly the database? The database is something like a similar kind of business how Amazon is doing. See, Amazon company is going to sell different kind of products in the online, right? So whenever it is selling the products and categories and all those things, same how the business is happening, similar kind of database I'm going to providing for you for practicing purpose. For practicing purpose, I'm going to providing the same kind of database. How to download that one? Let me goes to AdventureWorks DW 2022. Simply goes to AdventureWorks sample databases SQL. I will share all these download links to you guys. Okay. So here you can see you need to download a data warehousing database. Which version of that one you want to download? Your SQL Server is 2022 version I have installed, right? Then you can download. If your SQL Server version is 2019, then download this one. So let me try to download AdventureWorks DW 2022 dot backup file. So simply click on this one. So it's downloading this database. So how to restore this database into this SQL server? How can you add that database over here? Okay, so if you want to add, first goes to the downloads folder, the backup file. So whichever I have downloaded is right, that is a backup file. Okay, so where is that file? So this is your file. So simply copy that. What you need to do is you have to go to the C folder first. Under the C drive, you need to copy paste that file. Okay, so already long back I copied one, downloaded and saved that backup file. So this backup file I want to add into this database. How can you do that one? Simply goes to database, restore the database. Click on the restore database. So your data is in the device. Then click on these three dots. Then click on add. So it will redirect into your C drive. Goes to C drive. See, in the C drive we have this AdventureWorks DW 2022 backup file. Simply click OK. Click OK. Then click OK. So it is not adding. Restore of the database is failed. What might be the reason? I'm getting this error multiple times earlier also. Okay. AdventureWorks. Access is denied while attempting. Okay, no problem. So might be I don't have access to that particular database. No problem. In your case, you will not get this kind of error. I have already one server attached this database. Let me try to connect into that server. So in this server already I have restored the database. You can see AdventureWorks DW 2022. So this database contains these many tables. You will not get the error when you are doing in your case. Okay, you will not get the you will not get this kind of error in your case. Okay, all right. So all the things are done. What are all the things done? We have this SQL server database SSMS. Now we need to download and install the Power BI desktop. How to download and install the Power BI desktop? Simply goes to Power BI desktop, download 64-bit edition. From where you can download? Scroll down. Yeah. Yeah, download Microsoft Power BI Desktop from official Microsoft website. So here you can able to click on download. So which version you need to select? Power BI Desktop Setup x64-bit dot executable file. This one. Then click on download. So once the download is completed, then you need to start the installation of the Power BI Desktop as well. So Power BI Desktop is something similar like your Excel. It is something similar like your Excel file. And this can be free of cost. In a Windows operating system we can able to install this one. It's a free of cost. Now let me go to the downloads folder. Under the downloads folder, whichever the file I have downloaded, right, let me try to install this Power BI Desktop. Here you can see, double click on this Power BI Desktop. It's very easy for installation also. Already I have installed this one. Anyhow, no problem, I'm going to install again. Click next, click yes. So it is calculating some space, like whether the enough space in the C drive is there or not, to perform this installation. It's doing this installation process. The space requirement calculation it is checking. So today what I am discussing, what are the softwares needed to do the practice from tomorrow. That's what I am setting up over here. These all are free. I am going to share the download links. You can download, and by watching this video, you can able to do the installation of the softwares. Right, then click next. Accept the terms and licenses. Click next. Click next. Click on install. So it is installing the Power BI Desktop. So once this Power BI Desktop installation is completed, then what you need to do is, from this Power BI Desktop, you have to connecting into the database, whatever you have set up inside the SQL server, and then take the data into Power BI Desktop. Then design the reports whatever you want. Okay. So what I am expecting from all of you, by the next session, everyone should install the softwares whatever required. If you are facing any issues while the installation of the softwares, so please ping in your mobile app chat. Then we will connect and we will set up all the softwares as well. We will help you while you are installing the softwares if you are facing any issues over here. Okay. Let's wait until this installation completes. So for every 2 weeks there are new updates are coming to your Power BI desktop, then you can able to update your Power BI desktop. Otherwise it will contain the old features only. It's almost completed. So after installation, better you can restart your machines. Right. Okay. Installation completed. Then click on finish. See, it has opened this Power BI desktop. If you want to open the Power BI desktop, simply you can go to the search Power BI desktop. So from this Power BI desktop, simply after your opening, so this is something similar like your Excel only. So from this Power BI desktop, you can able to connect into the SQL server and bring some data and designing of the reports. It's very easy, very easy. Okay, so here simply you can able to click on this. See, this is your Power BI desktop. Okay, so if you want to design any new report, then what you need to do is simply click on this, click on new report. Once you are clicking on this new report, how can you connect into a data source? And what are the data sources it is supporting to connect from Power BI desktop? See, there is an option get data option. Simply click on this get data and you can see all the list of data sources what is supporting. Simply click on more. See, these are all the list of data sources it is supporting currently. File related, these are all the files you can connect. Database related, you can connect. And Microsoft Azure Cloud related, you can connect this one. Okay, but I want to connect to here under the database SQL Server database. I want to connect. That is in my local computer. Simply click connect over here. When you are going to connect into your SQL server from Power BI desktop, you need to provide your server name, right? So from where you can get the server name, go to your SQL management studio, click connect over here, take your SQL server name. Okay, then cancel, go to Power BI desktop, provide this one. All right, then click OK. So you are connecting to this server. Once you are connecting, inside this server there is a database. From that database, which database we have? This AdventureWorks database we have. From this database, what are all the tables you want, you can able to select it. It will open the database here. Here under this server there is a AdventureWorks DW 2022. What tables data you want to take it? Let's take it, I'm going to take customer data. Okay, then I need only this table data. Then simply click load. So after your loading, here you can able to design the visualizations. So once the data loading is completed, the data will come to Power BI. So here it is loading the data from this customer table. Do you want to see the data what it is loading? Then simply on the left side you can see there is a second panel, data pan is there. Whatever the data you are loading here, that data you can able to see it under this second panel on the left side, this one. See, you just click on this one. See what are all the data columns, everything you can able to see it over here. This is the data you have. And in the first one, report view, here you can able to design the visualization. One sample report I'm going to design like a pie chart. Simply click on this pie chart and just make it a big screen, and you just drop the columns whatever you want to display. Under this customer table, I have a gender column. Just drag and drop. Each gender wise I want to show the yearly income over here. See here there is a yearly income. Each gender wise yearly income we are displaying. This is how we can able to design the reports. Then you can able to publish this report. See, there is a publish option. When you are publishing, that report will be published either into this Power BI online service or into a report server. Then you can watch by installing a mobile app. Okay, so this is the process of this, how we are going to do. From tomorrow onwards we will go in detail, step by step. Okay, the entire flow I have showed you by using the softwares whatever required. Now if you guys have any questions, then you can able to raise your hand and you can ask the questions over here. Okay, the minimum laptop requirement is basically uh, if you have already SQL Server SSMS, you can keep that one, no problem. Okay, laptop requirement at least like better you can maintain 8 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM also fine, but at least 10 GB of the space is required in the C drive. At least 10 GB of the space. No problem. Even that 4 GB RAM also will be supported. Yeah. Go ahead if you guys have any question. Shankar, go ahead. What is
Uh,
your?
yeah, I think you answered it already. I have
Oh,
the old version of SSMS. I can keep it. I can
you
keep
can
it.
use that one. No problem.
Yeah.
Any more questions from others? Okay, so I will share these links for download in your chart of the mobile app for everyone. Then please, and also we will share you in WhatsApp as well. Please download this. Okay, if you want to get the access to this recording video, so you need to enroll the course. Once your enrollment process is completed, then you will get access to the recording videos. Okay, please reach out our executive for getting the access and enrollment process. Yeah, older versions of the Python also we can able to install, no problem. Okay, guys, let's meet tomorrow on the same time. Thank you. Go ahead, Prashant.
Yeah, for SQL Server 2014 is fine.
Okay. So, can you bring your laptop once into our office? We can look on that one, which one it is supporting to install, or else you can change your OS.
Yeah, OS maximum supported OS is Windows 10 Pro.
Okay, then you have to install the 2016 version or 17 version of the SQL Server. I think. Yeah, we need to verify based on your operating system according to that which version we need to install.
Okay, then even 2014, 16 is also fine, right?
We need to verify that which operating system it is supporting. Most is up to 17. It is fine.
Okay. And further, we may install that Python, right? As you said that we are also
Right,
teaching
right.
Python.
Python, you don't need to do any installation over there. Inside the
Okay.
Power BI itself, we can write down.
Okay, not required to install Python.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. And for the Azure, do we need to install anything?
Nothing.
Not required.
Everything in the cloud only we are doing.
Yeah, that's fine then. Thank you. And yeah, I have the old laptop, Dell was 3500.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, if any challenges I face, I will
Sure.
contact
Yeah.
you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Upendra. If you have any issues, Upendra, you can reach out our executive. We will help you for the installation as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Raj and Prashant, Upendra, Shankar, and all of you. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you.